Welcome to Azure Quick Bits with myself, Julian. Today we're going to talk about Azure Resource Groups. What is an Azure Resource Group and how do you create one? Now, an Azure Resource Group is a way to hold related Azure resources in a logical container. This makes updating, deleting, and deploying easy for resources that mostly share the same lifecycle. Now, how do you create one? Now, Azure gives you numerous ways to create resources and resource groups. One is through the portal, which is one of the easiest and most graphical way to use it. The other one would be through the command line interface or CLI, and thirdly would be through PowerShell commands. Now, for this demonstration, we'll be going through the portal and then I'll show you how to do this through the CLI. Let's go. So this is your typical Azure portal where you have your quick access to Azure services on top, your recently used, recently deployed services, and your favorite services, quick navigations, tools, and your source links. Right. Now what we want to do to create a resource group is click on resource groups, or we can type resource groups here. Now the resource group pane shows you a list of resource groups that you've already provisioned, the name, the subscription, location, and status. Now notice something here, that your resource group has a location, but it's just a logical grouping for resources. Why would it need to have location? You're not deploying this to be hosted anywhere else, right? Well, you are actually. As with any Azure resources, your resource group needs to hold metadata, hence it needs to be stored in a region or onto a storage which is in turn deployed in a region. Now underneath here we have our quick actions: create, manage views, refresh, export this list through to CSV and open the query editor. Then we have filters. Currently this is showing 3 out of my 4 subscriptions. It's showing all locations and I can add extra filters here. Right? Underneath that would be Azure Defender for Cloud, which is showing me the security score for all my resource groups, and Azure recommendations next to that showing me if I am compliant with Azure best practices. Now let's create a resource group. How do we create a resource group? Click on create. This will bring up the resource group create pane, and here we have 3 basic tabs. Tab number 1, which is called basics, shows you resource group details. You need a subscription. I'll put this in dev. You need the resource group name. Now best practice is to start your resource group with RG, and we are going to call this demo test 01. Notice this name is now available because we have a tick on the right hand side, and let us store this in UAE North, my favorite location. So click next and we have to add some resource tags. There is one which I commonly use called is disposable, and then we set this to true. This simply tags my resource group as something that I can quickly delete. This is a key value pair, so you can add whatever you want here. Click next to review. It's passed all validations, subscription is there, resource group is RG demo test 01, stored in UAE North, and has a tag of is disposable set to true. Now let's create this. And just like that, our resource group is now created. We can also create a resource group through the Azure CLI, and let's take a look at how we do this. This is a clean terminal. First, we want to make sure that we've logged in with our terminal using the Azure login AZ login command. Now I've already done this. So what we are going to do is do AZ group list, and we are going to show this list as a table. This command can also be written as output table -- output table. Now, the way Azure CLI works, especially with AZ, is that it will lock itself to a subscription. So for now, you cannot do cross subscription queries. So you have to select a subscription. In my case, this is going to be dev. This is why you can see RG-demo test 01, which we just created. Now let us create another resource group. We are going to say AZ group, because we are dealing with a resource group resource. The verb is going to be create. We are going to give it a name of RG-demo test 02, a location of UAE North as well, and that is all we need to create a resource group. Let us click enter, and let us wait for the result. And just like that, under 5 seconds, our resource group has been created. We can do AZ group list once more, and now we have 4 resource groups created. And if we go back to our Azure Portal, let's go to the resource group lists. Let's do a refresh, and this is our new resource group created. Now, thank you for tuning in. I hope this was informational and insightful, and you learned something from this. Please do not hesitate to ask any questions in the comments, and I will try my best to answer. This was your host, Julian,